Okay, Texas Tech is next. 7-6 a year ago, 3-6 in conference. Won the Liberty Bowl against Mississippi State of all teams.
Nice. Nice.
Joey McGuire in his first year here. I don't know that there's a whole lot to talk about just personnel wise. The big story with them is their recruiting this offseason. Right now they have the number 2 class in the country.
Yeah.
We of course we know it's going to drop because they only have like 1 or 2 4-star or 4. It might be 3 or 4. I can't remember. Regardless,
it doesn't matter.
They're going to good for them. They are going to have a much better roster in the future because of Joey McGuire and the way he knows Texas high school coaches. But this year, what do you like about them this year? It sounds like they have a bit of a quarterback battle. The favorite is Tyler Shuck, who I believe was there a year ago already. Came from Oregon at one point.
Yeah, he did. Right.
I'm not going to pretend like I know much else about their team.
Yeah,
but they feel like they have some solid talent, and they okay. So it wasn't to the extremes of the past where they always had a great offense and a horrific defense.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense was still their strength and their defense was their weakness. I would say they weren't quite as extreme as they have been in the past. Mm-hmm. But just this is a solid team. A year ago, they beat Iowa State. They beat West Virginia. They beat Houston somehow. But that's kind of the team. That's sort of the way I view them. Like, this is the team that might sneak up and beat a few teams that they're not supposed to, but they're also going to probably lose to most teams in the Big 12.
Yeah. Their non-con's a little difficult. They play at NC State, who we both like, and they get Houston the week before that. So those are tricky games. You're trying to schedule like a lot of wins. Yeah. You didn't do yourself any favors. Of course, maybe you didn't know Houston was going to be as good as they are now, but they're not normally that great. You do get Kansas, like we said, automatic win, but where am I seeing 6 wins here? The number's 5.5. You'd have to get 6 to make the over. I don't see 6. I don't see 6 wins here, man. I don't see. It's great they're recruiting. It really is, but no, I'm not seeing 6 wins here. Hate to say it, but yeah. Do you have? I mean, change my mind. I'm willing to be influenced here.
You ended up the same place I did. They did go bowling last year, but it feels like it was a bit fluky. Some of those wins, I think Houston probably gets revenge on them. I think I like West Virginia better than them this year, even though they beat them last year. There's a chance that they're pretty decent, but still go under here. And for me, Texas Tech, maybe it's a step back, but you shouldn't mind that. Just sign a decent class and keep recruiting. You'll be good eventually. I'm on the under as well. I just don't know that I see 6 wins.
If you can even manage to keep that class in the top 20, that is a massive win for your coaching staff. Massive win.
Yeah.
So you're at number 2 right now, and it's going to fall down. You're not finishing in the top 10. That's a dream. But if you can somehow keep it in the top 20, that's a miracle. You literally struck gold with your coaching hire, because they're there to bring in talent. We talked about building a base, building a foundation, and those guys are doing it right out of the gates. Really good for them. Hats off.
Yeah. Right now, the class they have right now in last year, with the points looking at the 24/7 composite, they would have had the number 30 class in the country. Right. And that's without signing any more players, getting any more commits, I should say, which they will. They'll get some more. But they're almost certainly going to finish in the top 30. And to me, that feels like a heck of a job for Joey McGuire.
No doubt. Agreed.